All right, so this is your was 11 study guide. All right, first 7 problems are going to be related. Well, the first 7 problems on the study guide are related to this picture right here. So, circle, P is the center. You put a vertical line through P and label those 2 new points A and B. Go out the left of P over to the edge of the circle. We'll call that C. And then we're going to add this segment right here and label it DE. All right, so for these problems, we're referring to this diagram. And number 1 says to name a circle or name the circle. All right, that's circle P. Circle P. We use the center to name the circle. Number 2, name a radius. All right, in this picture right now, there's 3 radius. There's a radius that goes from P to C. There's a radius that goes from P to A. And there's a third radius that goes from P to B. All 3 of those are radius. Number 3, name a chord. And a chord is a segment with endpoints on the circle. So the obvious chord is DE. There's also another chord, which is AB. Number 4 wants you to name a diameter. Remember that a diameter is a chord, a segment with endpoints on the circle that goes through the center. So the diameter for this circle is AB. Number 5, name a radius. Not drawn as part of a diameter. Name a radius not drawn as part of a diameter. All right, PA was a radius and PB was a radius, but they're both part of the diameter AB. So the radius that's not drawn as part of a diameter is PC. Problem number 6 asks if the diameter equals 16, find the radius. If the diameter is 16, what's the radius? Good, 8. And number 7, if PC equals 11, find AB. P to C, it's right here. It's 11. It's a radius. Well, the diameter is twice as big as the radius. So AB equals 2 times 11, which is 22. All right, problem 8 and 9 relate to this drawing. This drawing is actually harder to draw. Yeah, exactly. Put a point on your paper right here. Call it F. Now, to the best that you can, draw a circle around it. That's our circle F, okay? Just to the left of F, put a point and label it B. And then to the right of B and F, put a point on the circle and call it G. Now, to the best of your ability, we're going to draw a circle around G, but it's got to go through B. All right. So, yep, I'm going to start a little bit higher than this circle on the left because the circle on the right is just a little bit bigger, but it's not much bigger. So I'm going to go through B, and I'm going to try to stay the same distance from G all the way around. So something like that. All right, all the way over here to the right, on circle G, I got point C. And in a continuous straight line all the way to the left, I got point A. All right, so here's the given information. Diameters of F and G are 5 and 6. That means the diameter of F is 5, the diameter of G is 6. Remember, diameter is twice as big as the radius. So now I'm going to go over here to circle F. And if its diameter, circle F, has a diameter of 5, then it has a radius of 2.5. So look, from F, the center of the circle, to the circle is 2.5. Diameter of G is 6. The diameter of G is 6. So from G, the center of the circle, to the edge of the circle, from G to C, that's going to be 3. F to G, yeah, because F is the center of the circle on the left. Now you need to add this dimension right here. go above B to the right, down to G. B to G. Okay, that's another radius of circle G. So that's 3. I go down from point A and go down from point G. I'm sorry, not from G, from F. From A to F. That is also a radius, and it's 2.5. Now, number 8 asks you for BF, and number 9 asks you for AB. So here's segment BF. It's a piece from the end of circle G over to F. So look what we got going on here. If B to G is 3 and F to G is 2.5, well, what are we missing? 3 minus 2.5 equals 0.5. So this piece from B to F is 0.5. The next thing they ask for is segment AB. It's right here in green. And again, look what you got. If A to F is 2.5, but B to F is 0.5 of it, what's left? 2. So AB equals 2.5 minus 0.5, which equals 2. Everybody good with that? Okay, for problems 10 through 13, you're asked to find the diameter and radius. Round it to the nearest hundredth. All right, diameter or circumference divided by pi equals diameter. Diameter divided by 2 equals radius. So you've got 4 problems here. You got problem number 10, where they give you the circumference that's equal to 36. So your calculators want to be set to second fix 2. So for number 10, for the diameter, we're going to say 36 divided by pi equals diameter. So in your calculator, 36 divided by pi button and hit equals. 11.46 equals the diameter. That number's still sitting on my screen. 11.46. I'm not retyping it. I'm leaving it on my screen. I'm going to divide it by 2, and that equals my radius. So just push divided by 2 and hit equals. And I get 5.73 equals the radius. So here's my diameter. Here's my radius. Number 11, circumference equals 17.2. So for my diameter, I take 17.2 divided by pi. 17.2 divided by pi button equals 5.47. So my diameter equals 5.47. While that's sitting on my calculator, I divide it by 2. So my radius equals 2.74. Number 12, circumference equals 81.3. So my diameter equals 81.3 divided by pi. $25.88. My radius equals 25.88 divided by 2. So don't retype it back in there. Leave it on the screen and just push divided by 2 equals 12.94. My circumference equals 5. So my diameter equals 5 divided by pi. 1.59. My radius equals the 1.59 divided by 2, which is 0.8. All right, and then 2 more problems, 14 and 15. We're going to find the circumference. Round it to the nearest hundredth. And number 14 is a circle, and it's got a square inside of it. And we know it's a square because all the sides have 1 tick mark. One of these sides is 3, and if they've all got 1 tick mark, then every side is 3. Now to find the circumference of a circle, we need either the radius or the diameter. And actually this has the this diameter drawn in. It's a diagonal of a square, which creates a right triangle. So this segment, this blue segment, it's the diameter of this circle. It's also the hypotenuse of a right triangle. So we can do the Pythagorean theorem. 3 squared plus 3 squared equals d squared. So in your calculator, you can type 3x squared plus 3x squared, hit equals. 18 is equal to d squared. If we square root each side, then 4.24 equals the diameter. That number's still on my screen, so just leave it there, because circumference equals pi times diameter. So circumference equals pi times the 4.24. So like I said, it's sitting on the calculator. You push times and the pi button and hit equals. 13.33. And problem number 15. We've got another circle. This one's got a rectangle in it. And a diagonal. The sides of this rectangle, on the right side we got an 8, and on the bottom we got a 15. So this bottom side is 15 and this top side's 15. We're trying to find the circumference, so we need this diagonal again. We need this diameter. The blue line. We'll label it D. And we've got another right triangle problem, where 8 squared plus 15 squared equals d squared. So 8 squared plus 15 squared equals 289 equals d squared. Square root both sides. And 17 equals the diameter. Circumference equals pi times the diameter. So times pi button equals 53.41. And that concludes our study guide for quiz 11.